So the other day, I've come home with this. No idea anything about it. Not sure how any of it works. Looks pretty old. So we're gonna have a little go and see if we can get this thing running. I don't know a lot about it, but I've already broken one bit just looking at it, so I'm not doing too good to start off with. It's pretty much what I think I'll need to get it going. Well, roughly, anyway. But it looks like a 1950s Seagull outboard motor. Not a very powerful one, about 4 or 5 horsepower, I believe. It looks like it's all intact. It's when I'm looking at it, kind of not expecting a lot, to be quite honest. It turns over, so yeah, it ain't looking so good at all. I just kind of expected that, so I've got another spark plug anyway. All this lot's going to have to come off because that's just rotten, to be honest. The carburetor's probably got about 50 years of spiders in it. What I did when I was moving it, I was hanging it up here. I've broken this bit off straight away because obviously I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm doing. But to be honest, I'll make another one. I mean, that looks like a little plastic lug, so I should be able to push that out in there. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'll make a better one out of metal or aluminium. Whatever way, it'll be better than that. The thing itself, it all seems to be intact. I say it all seems to be intact. I haven't even got a clue what I'm looking at. I can't see anything broken or missing off of it except for the bit that I've just broken. So that's a big gnarly bit there. And one thing I've learnt over the years is if it's got a sharp bit or a bit that cuts, it's gonna make me bleed. So first thing I do is I'm gonna take this off. Now I'm looking at it and I'm saying I'm guessing, yeah, there we go. Dead simple, old-fashioned English engineering. You got a split pin in there, so I'm gonna get that split pin out and see if I can get this bit off before I do anything. I'm going to have to do this left-handed because I need my right hand for that. Right, there's a split pin. Literally just use a pair of these, straighten up the pin at the back, get a good old grip on it, and out it comes. I'm kind of expecting it spring-loaded, so something's going to pop off, but I can see pretty much everywhere around me. I'm not too worried. There we go. It's out. Materials. I don't particularly want to touch any of this. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a bit bouncy, a bit spring-loaded. No, maybe not. I'll try and with my fingers then. Well, that's bent to hell, so that's bent, so that'd be the first thing I need to address. This come off. It's a little, it probably just wants a little tap or something. Don't want to tap anything too hard because everything else I've tapped. Yeah. I'm not going to go mad with this because I don't want to break anything. Don't know what it's made out of. Right, I'm going to have to put this down. I'm just going to gently tap around the edges and see if I can free it off without breaking anything. Right, so it turns out it doesn't just pop off. This little spring, you have to work the spring out first. So I'm not anything with a spring on it's going to disappear. So I just try to do it gently. There we go, gotcha. It's actually got a little locating lug in it, which I'm assuming there's going to be a bit in here where that twists around and locks into place, and then this part here sits in that part. So, right, that's not as easy as I thought it would be. There's tons of corrosion inside here, tons of corrosion. So what I've been doing is I've literally been holding the propeller like this and tapping this part here with a hammer, and gently as I'm tapping it, just moving it forwards. Also sprayed that, hence the glove on the floor, into the little void as well, into the end, to try to free it off a little bit. But I'm kind of thinking that's going to be a little while. When you look behind, if you can actually see that, that's looking like a train crash in there. So I'm going to carry on trying to get this pop off so I can see what I've got there. Right, turns out it wasn't as easy as I thought, and what I ended up doing, got one of these, adjusted that so it fits on there, slid it in behind, and basically what I've been doing, I've been tapping this part with that and just working it forwards and forwards and forwards and forwards and forwards, but so as not to smash the back of this up to pieces, I've flipped it around when it got to here, when it was wide enough, and I've been hitting it there, so it's been rubber. And yeah, gradually it's taken about 5 minutes, but yeah, that's off now. So yeah, next. Right, next thing I've done, I've taken this spark plug out for obvious reasons. Only thing is, the company that I bought them off of eBay, the company that I bought it off of, sent me this one, which is about half the size. So now I'm back to square one. I've got to find out what this spark plug is on the top. To be honest, I might even just clean it up and see if I can get a spark off of it. If I can, I'll just clean it up and I'll reuse it. But we'll have to wait and see. In all fairness, presumably because it's old and British, it's this little thing's actually cleaned up quite nice. So let's see if I can get a zoom in on it. Weird terminal at the end. I presume it's a shallow plug for some reason. Don't know why, but it's got the end over there as opposed to where it would normally be on a spark plug. But so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this to one side. I'm going to clean the spark plug terminal, which, when it starts being blurry, is in there. So I'm going to clean that up, and yeah, we'll get this top half off, and we'll see if we can see if there's the points are in there. Have a little look at it, and we'll make a see if we can get it to spark. Right, I wasn't going to do this, but I've literally just took the top off, which is there. It just sits on the top and just screws down. Very surprised. It's literally, it's like new in it. It's quite literally like new. Yeah, wasn't expecting that at all, not even slightly. But to be honest, I'm not even going to mess about. I'm just going to put it all back together again. That's absolutely sweet. Right, this literally just comes off the end of that. That's the top of the spark plug lead. That, to be fair, isn't too bad. So I'm literally just going to clean it up with a bit of wet and dry and see what happens. Well, I kind of got nowhere with that, so tried sorting the spark plug out, cleaned it up. Can't hold it over, it's a bit wobbly where it's balancing at the moment. Could really do with another pair of hands here just to steady it while I try to pull it over and get a spark. So I'm just going to stop that for a minute. I'm going to have the tank off, see if we can get the pipes off, clean them out, and we'll see if we can sort out the tank a little bit. Well, to be honest, I got this off, and in the process this has literally just snapped. No idea where I'm going to get one from. Don't even know what the hell I'd call it, to be quite honest. But yeah, that'll be an internet search for me later, trying to replace that. To be honest, it'd probably be okay, but it's petrol, so I'm not going to do that. This here is actually in there, it's liquid. It's literally just black, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow that through and see if we can clean that out a little bit. It's just got a little pipe in the top there. Bloody phone won't stop doing the blurred thing. Yeah, and a tiny little hole there, a bit like the brake lines that you get on cars. But yeah, so that's got to come out. That's probably about 50 years old. That's the start of it. That's not very nice at all. Don't taste much good either, so yeah, a bit horrible if I'm honest, but yeah, getting there. Right, just run the hose through it, pushed it against that part there, and yeah, already that's a load cleaner. So let's see if I can get something to poke down there just to get those last little bits out. Maybe a bit of wire or something, a bit of bendy flexible wire, like electrical wire. But you can see there's a load better for the tank. Got myself where that was, running into a bucket. Just going to give it a little splish about inside there, see if we can clean out the inside of that as well. Just out of being inquisitive, this all comes apart. So what I'll do in the meantime, I'm going to put a washer behind that. So yeah, that should even the pressure when I'm tightening it up at some point. So yeah, going to find myself a way around that that will allow me to fix it all. If we get it all running afterwards, then obviously I'll source a brand new part. Yeah, so a little drain out of it. Yeah, to be honest, it's not looking pretty nice actually. This Christ, that's not good at all. Yeah, so that's better out than in, I'm pretty sure. It's I was actually going to put it in a thing, but what I'm going to try to catch it in a bottle of some kind and dispose of it properly and throw that down the drain. That's end up in all sorts of bother for that. So yeah, it's all coming out. Don't know. To be honest, the inside of the tank's actually really clean, which I'm surprised at. So, but yeah, God knows how old that is. Right, clean the tank out. Took all that out. Purest black. That is worth much. So we've took that out. We've done our little mix on here. You can just about read. It says, where is it? 1 part, was it? 10 parts to 1. So I've got that Nautilus outboard 2-stroke, and we've done 1 part oil, 10 part petrol. Mixed it all up in the pot, which I've now dropped under the back there, which is in the bushes, so it's got a call back for later. I'm just going to throw caution to the wind and try to start the damn thing. Actually, I've got petrol in it, so let's see what happens. Right, I've had this off. Make sure that's all moving freely. That sits properly now, so that's all been cleaned out. So yeah, you can see the cable actually taking up the slack there. So I'm hoping once that's done, it'll either fire up or it's a spark. I can't see anything else missing, so